Hey friends, so today I wanted to talk about discipleship and sharing the gospel. And I have an interesting story to kind of go with this, so just stick with me for a second because it's going to get a little strange. But first I'm going to read something that I'm going to come back to. Galatians chapter 5 verses 22 through 23 says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law." Okay, now keep that in mind, and we're gonna totally go off the tracks for a sec. I was hanging out with some friends earlier this summer, and one of my friends and I, one of them had fallen asleep, but the other one and I pulled an all-nighter. And her sister had bought cup pong, so we were like, oh, we've been awake like all night. We're gonna be really tired today, so let's get some caffeine in our systems. And we could have played with water, but we needed caffeine, so we were like, oh, let's use peach tea. So we got this really, really sweet, sugary peach tea, 'cause that's what they had at the store. We biked to the store and we got it. And yeah, we filled up all the cups about half full. So those are red solo cups, about half full of peach tea. And we played just the two of us. So we totaled about 10 half cups of peach tea each by the end of that game. And as you can imagine, that didn't bode so well for us. We ended up on the couch, probably like this, in pain, just not feeling too well because we were hyped up on sugar and caffeine, while at the same time not feeling great from all the sugar or whatever, all that liquid sloshing around in our stomachs with, I don't know what we'd eaten that morning, probably like cookies or something. It was a crazy day. Anyways, and then we had to like run off to the bathroom so we wouldn't pee our pants. So that was just really, really fun. Yeah, no, it was not a fun time. And after that, we didn't really want to drink peach tea for a while, as you can imagine. But the way this relates, I know, it's a crazy story, but now I have your attention, is sharing the gospel. You have to be careful, because a lot of times you can come at it from a point of, oh, I have to share this, and I have to do it in a way that makes this person feel like they have to like convert or something like that. Like you're playing a game, not like you're playing a game, but as I was playing the game, I was like, I don't really want to drink the peach tea anymore. It's my 9th cup, but I have to because I can't lose. It's like that. And so this person, they're going to be taken aback. They're not going to like that, most likely. You really have to approach sharing the gospel with patience, for sure. Sometimes it's not the right time, and you just have to say, okay, that's fine. It's not the right time. And I think you really have to kind of consider everything, because you can't come at it from the standpoint of, look how amazing my life is right now, look at how perfect everything is, you know, I'm not getting into these trouble behaviors, and you are. And so you need to change your life, you need to change your ways. You can't come at it from that, because that's a big turnoff, and it's not like you have to change, because Jesus loves you no matter what. And if you say that they have to change to be a Christian, then you're not representing the gospel correctly. You know, it's, you say Jesus loves you, and so that should bring them to want to change, because they don't want to be in that life anymore, because they don't need that anymore, because they have Jesus. So that's just one example of like a way that can go wrong if you're not careful. I also think definitely love. Like, you gotta really come at it from love, because you're not coming from a place of self-righteousness or being better than them because you have Jesus in your life. It's like, hey, look, I really love you so much that I want to help you be saved for eternity, because I have this thing in my life and it's so awesome and it's so cool, and I just want to share that with you. Definitely choosing your moment. Like, you're not trying to manipulate people into converting or something. You're not like, hey, be my friend so that you can come have Jesus with me. Like, no, you can be friends with people and you love them just because that's how you live your life. And Jesus was friends with everyone because that's how he lives his life. And if you're going to be Christ-like, then you got to definitely, like, you can't just be friends with people to, like, try to make them see Jesus. Because, trust me, if you have Jesus in your life and you're really showing that, they will see that. They'll see it, and they might like ask you about it or something, because they see, they're like, how are you so happy? How are you so awesome and cool? You know, they'll probably want to know, like, what's going on in your life. That's so cool. And they might inquire. But if you just shove it down their throats and you're like, drink this, they're not going to want that. They won't thirst for it the same way because you're forcing it upon them. And you could take the sweetest thing, the gospel of Jesus Christ, but if you take too much of it in too much of a quantity, in too short of a time, and you try to shove it at someone, they're not going to want that. It's going to make them sick. They're going to sit there on the couch feeling yucky, like, well, I don't feel like very good right now because you kind of just threw that at me and insulted me while you were doing it, and it doesn't feel good, and they won't want to drink that tea again for a while because they'll be like, that wasn't very fun, you know? So I just think it's really important to really consider how you're sharing the gospel and how you're approaching discipleship. I need to work on my words because we're definitely all called to discipleship, but the way you approach it, for sure, and like when you choose your moments, I think those things are really important. And I just think love is the biggest thing. You know, love is the greatest of these. Definitely approach everything with love everyone, regardless of if they believe your truth or not, you know. That's ultimately their choice, and if they choose not to accept that as the truth, you know, they can take that up with God, but you can just do the best you can. So have a good day, friends. Bye. I love you.